Welcome to Change Inc. We're excited to have you be a part of our team and for us all together to help make a difference in people's lives. Before we go into specifics about what you can expect from your new job, we'd like to tell you a little bit about who we are, and the best way to do that is through our core corporate values. We use our gifts to empower. We inspire individuals to reach their next level of greatness. We celebrate employee and individuals' accomplishments and encourage the ability to overcome challenges. We work as a team. We actively listen and encourage open communication. The best ideas and solutions originate from a collaborative unit where respect, communication, and creative minds are fundamental. We respect each individual's journey and exemplify acts of care without exclusion. At Change Inc., care is both a thought and an action. We build trust through ethical conduct. We show the courage to do and say the right things. Integrity is not solely a personal responsibility, it's a corporate one. Most importantly, at our core, our values can be summed up by our company mission statement: to empower and promote positive change through compassionate care and clinical excellence. As an employee, you not only will have the opportunity to further yourself and career, but make a lasting positive impact on the individual you're working with. Our company is diverse in the services we offer, and you may find yourself in a number of roles. However, while your duties may differ from individual to individual, these key values are applied each and every time you clock in. In a nutshell, Change Inc. works with assisting the elderly community and individuals with mental illnesses. Our programs include elder care, mental health, counseling, support, acquired brain injury program, and developmental services. The first program we will discuss is our elderly care services. If you find yourself working in elder care services, you'll be tasked to perform a number of responsibilities. As the role of companion, your job is to deliver non-medical care to elders in accordance with their therapeutic goals established in their care plan. Often, you'll provide transportation to medical appointments, grocery shopping, and to various recreational and leisure activities to help aid in socialization. As a companion and homemaker, some individuals will need help with general household activities, things like laundry, dishwashing, vacuuming, dusting, and general cleaning. As a personal care assistant, in addition to companion and homemaking tasks, the individual you are servicing may require hands-on care, such as assistance with bathing, dressing, or incontinence care. As a bill payer, you'll fulfill the financial management needs of our elder care individuals. This includes paying household bills, budgeting, and organization. It's important to remember that these responsibilities are not black and white. There will be some overlap depending on the needs of the individual you are caring for. The next service we offer is in mental health. Individuals from this program suffer from some type of mental illness and are in varying stages of their recovery or treatment. It's our goal at Change Inc. to allow them to gain independence through the achievement of personal objectives. A recovery assistant is a trained professional who provides one-on-one in-home support. As a recovery assistant, you'll play a vital role in ensuring the individual being served is working towards the personal objectives outlined in their recovery plan. Job functions include prompting and queuing medication, assisting with household tasks, engaging individuals in community and social activities, and most of all, to simply be a supportive companion and advocate. To work as a recovery assistant, you'll be required to be certified through a state of Connecticut program. Our human resources team can help you with this process. Another service we offer is assisting individuals with an acquired brain injury. Individuals who seek to lead productive lives within their community are aided by our highly skilled team consisting of clinicians, nurses, social workers, case managers, and family members. Independent Living Skills Training, or ILST, is performed by a trained and certified staff member. Their role is to aid individuals with the tools necessary to perform daily skills, such as cooking, assistance with personal hygiene, care, money management, and time management. Companions and recovery assistants are trained through the state of Connecticut, with their primary responsibility being to accompany acquired brain injury individuals into the community, in addition to supporting them at home. Employees trained in pre-vocational and employment services prepare our individuals to pursue employment, Another program we offer is developmental services. In developmental services, you will either work independently or in a group home setting. To work in developmental services, you must be certified in CPR, PMT, and MedCert. Services that fall under this category are individualized home support, adult companionship, individualized day support, personalized supports, and respite care. Our services are vast, and your responsibilities will vary, but whatever the case may require, we always strive to live up to our mission statement and abide by our corporate values to ensure excellence. No matter the job you will be performing, there are a handful of rules you must abide by. Some of our individuals require what is determined essential care. This is most often the case of individuals receiving 24/7 support and cannot be left alone. When committing to providing services to an essential care individual, it is important to know that there may be times you will be required to remain on your shift past your scheduled time. This is to ensure the individual's safety in the uncommon instance where your scheduled relief is unavailable and coverage cannot be immediately secured. Due to the nature of our services, all ChangeInc employees are considered mandated reporters. This makes you legally responsible for any suspected abuse, neglect, or exploitation of certain groups of people. As a mandated reporter, you must report suspicion of abuse and neglect to the ChangeInc office and law enforcement within 12 hours. If you do find yourself in a position of required reporting, the staff at ChangeInc will help you work with our employees to ensure all documentation is prepared and filled out properly, and that the proper authorities are contacted. In order to successfully practice our mission statement, we have a set of company ethics which all employees must abide by, with the ultimate purpose being to preserve the integrity of the organization, promote professionalism, and ensure the provision of quality services. Forms of unethical behavior include sexual contact, intimate relationships, breaching confidentiality, improper documentation, fiscal improprieties, on and off-duty misconduct, and investigative violations. Some examples include, but are not limited to, missed opportunities to assist an individual, revealing information specific to your work, including conversations with coworkers in and out of work, or even something that seems innocent, like an individual offering to fill your tank after driving them around. Other examples include falsification of hours worked, theft, misused funds, improper contact, failure to report, solicitation of gifts or favors, insubordination, inattention, favoritism, loss of temper, arrest, conviction, or any attempts to conceal internal employee investigations. These company ethics are in place not only to protect our individuals, but to you, our employee, and the ChangeInc team. You may also be tasked with being your individual's driver. This role fills gaps that may be found in your individual's needs, such as getting to doctor's appointments or grocery shopping. This requires you to have a valid driver's license and a reliable registered and insured vehicle. You will be required to regularly provide us this information. The Bloodborne Pathogen Standard is a set of practices and precautions to take when in contact with blood or other potentially infectious materials. Possible transmittable infections include HIV, hepatitis, and HPV. Hand washing is the simplest and most effective practice to prevent the transmission of bloodborne pathogens. Simply touching an infected person, coughing, sneezing, and using the same equipment, such as toilets, water fountains, and showers, will not transmit a bloodborne infection. An important guideline is to treat all blood as if it were infected. It's also important to remember to always wash your hands after removing your gloves. You might also have an individual who suffers from some form of mental illness. These types of disorders usually have varying degrees of severity and symptoms. These include disorders such as anxiety, mood, psychotic, personality, post-traumatic stress, eating, or obsessive-compulsive, as well as impulse control, addiction, or schizophrenia. It's important to know the signs and symptoms of each of these illnesses. After each shift, you must complete a daily encounter note, as well as a monthly summary report. These are intended to follow the progress relevant to each individual. These are legal documents and should be treated as such, requiring not only your signature, but the person who received your care as well. A critical incident is an unusual incident that may occur while you're on shift. All critical incidents must be reported to appropriately resolve the situation. This includes any event that poses a danger to any persons involved, any allegation of physical, sexual, or verbal abuse, neglect, or any criminal act. A critical incident can range from something minor to life-threatening. They all fall under this category, and the key word here is unusual. If you're unsure about an incident, notify the ChangeInc office. Like our ethical values and rules of employment, our care coordination practices are mostly common sense. A supervisor is required to approve any adjustments like switching shifts. In order to make these adjustments, you must call our care coordination department during business hours. ChangeInc must be made aware of any unplanned absences, no less than 4 hours before your shift is scheduled to start, or as soon as you know you will not make your shift. Contacting the individual directly is unacceptable. Increasing disciplinary measures will be taken for unexcused and/or excessive absences. It's also important to remember that your absence has an effect on the individual you serve, possibly leaving him or her without care for that day. ChangeInc follows a bi-weekly payroll schedule every other Friday. Our pay periods close at 11:59 the Sunday prior to the upcoming payday. A comprehensive payroll schedule is available from the ChangeInc Human Resources Department via their online platform. If you do not have a copy, it is your responsibility to obtain one. You will be using a state-mandated electronic visit verification system called Santrax, also known as EVV. Calling from your individual's phone number, not your personal phone, you will clock in and out using your employee ID number, also known as your Santrax ID. At the end of your shift, you'll also enter the tasks that you completed while working with your individual using a specific number which directly correlates to the duties performed. You must assign a task number either during the clock-in or clock-out process. Failure to do so will result in a non-compliant shift. If for any reason you are unable to punch in and out of your shift, you must contact the finance department within the same day. Keeping track of your hours accurately and properly ensures that you will be paid on time and in full. Now that we've touched on most of the company policies, we can answer some frequently asked questions. If something comes up during my shift, am I allowed to leave? No. Even with the consent of your individual, you may not leave your shift without speaking to someone in the care coordination department. What if I'm scheduled for back-to-back shifts? Can I stay clocked in? No. You are required to clock in, clock out, and then clock in again to begin the second shift. A task item is required for each shift, even back-to-back ones. What if I was at my shift as scheduled, but I couldn't clock in or out due to unforeseen circumstances? All direct care staff members are required to clock in and out, period. This is in order to comply with the state mandate. If your clock times need to be adjusted, some acceptable reasons would be: the individual took an unusually long time to let me in their residence, I met the individual in the community and could not clock in until reaching their residence, the individual was on the phone when I needed to clock in or out. Each one of these topics were touched on briefly and are explained in more detail in your employee reference guide provided to you upon hire. This reference guide will also outline how to access the online HR platform, where a digital copy of the reference guide is also available. If after reviewing this you have additional questions or need clarification, the ChangeInc administrative staff will be here to assist. Some of this information will be directly related to you and your individual, while other parts will not. However, it's important to be familiar with all aspects of our operations and the services we offer. Remember, while this is a job, you have a direct impact on the lives of the individuals you work with. Not showing up to your shift or failure to abide by the company's ethics and protocols can have a major impact on the person who suffers from these missteps. Again, we look forward to working together and are excited to have you as a part of our team.
Am I interrupting anything here?
Not at all, Derek.
I'd like to personally welcome you to ChangeInc. We're excited to have you join our team and to make positive differences, not only to the people we serve, but in our communities too. Remember, it's the goal of all of us here to empower and promote positive change through compassionate care and clinical excellence. So let's get started.